What's happening with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned into another video with everything boxing. But before we get into this next video, make sure the first thing you do is sub to the channel if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, and hit my like button because the like button is free. It don't cost you nothing. Now in this video, we're gonna talk about how Flod Mayweather finally came out and he spoke on Gervonta Davis leaving TMT. Now, we all know that Gervonta Davis has let it be known to the world now that he is no longer with TMT Promotions. He's no longer going to be under TMT with Flod Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe. And a lot of people are happy about that because a lot of people feel like that Flod Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe held down Gervonta Davis. They held him back. Gervonta didn't get a lot of the big fights that, you know, people wanted to see him in the whole time that he was with TMT. But Gervonta Davis, he did get a lot of big fights. It just wasn't the names that we wanted to see. Now, with that being said, everybody been wanting to hear from Flod. What does Flod got to say? You know, if you go on Twitter, we've heard from Leonard. Leonard kind of kept it, you know, cool and calm. He ain't really say too much, right? But everybody want to hear what the main man Flod got to say. We all know that Flod be traveling, doing his thing, and, you know, focused on himself and his business that he had. But he ain't said nothing about Tank. Well, in this video, we finally gonna get to hear what Flod had to say about Gervonta Davis leaving TMT. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and play the audio footage. We're gonna listen to the audio footage together, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna cook on it. Hold on, let me pull up the audio clip. Here we go right here, y'all. This is Flod speaking on Gervonta Davis leaving.
You know, have Mayweather Promotions, and you know, you set the precedent for boxers, you know, becoming their own boss. And you have one of the greatest young talents on your stable, Gervonta Davis. But I seen recently that he's actually looking to leave. So how does that relationship work? How does that work as far as, you know, grooming somebody, getting them to a point, and then having some differences?
I've always been a gentleman. I've always been respectful, and there's nothing like taking a kid that come from the same background as you and helping them and put them in a position to become a multi-millionaire. You know, you meet a kid, he come up to you for an autograph. You sign an autograph for him, then I tell him, in a few years when you get older, I'm gonna work with you and I'm gonna make you world champion someday. Years later, I started working with him, helped him, pushed him to be great. And if he feels like, you know, he's grew wings where he can fly, become his own boss, more power to him.
Good. From your standpoint,
because that's not going to.
Yeah.
I didn't get into the sport of boxing, you know, after I retired, to not want to see fighters grow. I want to, if he feels like he can surpass Flod Mayweather or be the next Flod Mayweather, I'm here to push you. Go for it.
Yeah, from that, true. Clap it up for that.
So, a couple things with that. You know, Flod didn't really say anything bad about Gervonta Davis, which I expected. I didn't expect to hear him say anything bad about Tank Davis. But a little bit of conflicting stories. Now, from what I heard, is a different story how Flod Mayweather met Gervonta Davis. And it might have could have been, you know, truth on both ends. But from what I heard is that Gervonta Davis was basically discovered by Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Broner had him under about Billiams, or he had him under his tutelage, right? And AB was taking Gervonta Davis around, having him spar and things like that, you know, hanging out with Tank. And AB actually wanted to sign Tank, and Tank wanted to sign under about Billiams. But AB, he kept it real. He was like, you know, I'm really not in the position to be signing a fighter like this with all this talent, right? I don't have the, you know, the money behind me. I'm kind of focusing on my career. So he said what he did is he took him to Floyd. And he told Floyd, look, man, I got this badass fighter. He gonna be a superstar, and I want you to go ahead and check him out and sign him. And Floyd did that, and Floyd ended up signing Tank. That's the story I heard. But when you hear, you know, Floyd tell the story, he says, you know, hey, he was just a little kid that wanted an autograph. And I signed his autograph for him. And I told him one day, you know, you're going to be a world champion and stuff like that. But anyway, you know, I don't know. You know, the story that we all know is that AB is the one that pretty much discovered Tank and brought Tank to Floyd. But, you know, Floyd is going to always take full credit like he did everything. Now, another thing is Floyd saying that, you know, he's not here to hold any fighters back. But the thing is, a lot of fans believe that Floyd held Gervonta Davis's career back up until this point. Now, how I feel about it is I feel like early on in the early stages of Tank's career, Floyd did a lot to help Tank. You know what I'm talking about? I think that Tank got a huge name like that early on, and he got to popping because he was with Flod Mayweather. You know, Flod Mayweather is one of the biggest known athletes in all of the, you know, the world, the whole world. So, you know, Tank being with Floyd, of course, he's going to get that notoriety. Also, Tank being around Adrian Brunner got him a lot of notoriety. So Tank had a lot of help, right, getting as big as he is now. So Floyd, you know, as far as that part, he did his part. And then we got to give some props to Leonard Ellaby. Leonard Ellaby did a lot for Gervonta Davis. A lot of people felt that Gervonta, he couldn't really articulate himself very well. So who did all the talking? When Floyd stopped doing the talking, Leonard Ellaby started doing all the talking for Tank. Leonard Ellaby was promoting Tank. Leonard Ellaby was going around putting these, you know, billboard flyers up and things for Gervonta Davis. So Leonard Ellaby was really the one out there pushing Tank, you know, when Floyd kind of took a back seat. Now, in the beginning, we got to keep it 100. Floyd was trying to help Tank out a lot. He was trying to get Tank to come down to Vegas to train with him. He was trying to teach Tank the ins and the out and be a discipline in boxing. But, you know, Tank, a young kid coming from the streets, he wasn't listening to Floyd. He ain't want to hear shit that Floyd had to say a lot of times. And, you know, Floyd, he kind of got fed up, and he took some things personal that went on between Gervonta Davis and himself. And I ain't going to get into all of that. He took it personal, and he kind of took a step back, and he started focusing on who he focused on the best is Floyd. But as a promoter, was Floyd the best promoter? Nah, but he had Leonard Ellaby doing the job. Did Floyd put Gervonta Davis in the fights that the fans want to see? Nah, he didn't. And a lot of people, like I said, they feel that by Floyd not putting him in the fights with some of the big names, that it held Gervonta back. But I've always said what Floyd and Leonard was doing, they was protecting their investment. I think at a lot of points in Gervonta Davis's career, they didn't think that he was disciplined. They saw that he wasn't disciplined. We used to see Tank blow up to like 180 some pounds, you know, fighting at a 130. That's not discipline. And Floyd, he looking at that. So Floyd, he know that Gervonta Davis is his money maker. He gonna protect his investment. I think that a lot of times you could say that he didn't fully believe in Tank. You dig what I'm saying? He didn't believe that Tank can beat all of the top guys because he wasn't disciplined. He wasn't on his A game. So what Floyd was doing, he was keeping him away from some of the fighters that, you know, people looked at as 50-50 fights. Yeah, he was doing that. You know what I'm talking about? Because he know if Tank would have lost, he would have lost some money, right? He was protecting his investment. And that's just what it is. A lot of these promoters do that shit. Let's stop acting like a lot of these promoters don't be doing that. Now, you know, I like what Tank is doing. You know what I'm saying? Tank is focused. He older now. Floyd see that. And it's like, man, if you could have, you know, kept him longer. I know Floyd, he heard about this shit because Floyd and Leonard was making a lot of money off of Tank. If you could have kept him in your stable a little longer, but hey, Tank got fed up. Tank was like, you know, I'm sick of them moving me like this, moving me like a newborn child and shit. I need to get out there and I want to bang with some of the big dogs. And that's exactly what we see from Tank now. He letting everybody know, hey, I'm coming for all of y'all. Everybody that got a name, everybody that think they somebody, I'm coming. Now, can he beat all these fighters? I'm not saying he can. I ain't saying he can't. I'm just saying that he got to get in the ring with it and prove it. So, you know, once again, Floyd says, hey, if he think he could be the next Floyd Mayweather, if he think he could pass Floyd, go ahead and do it. You know, and like I said, man, shout out to Floyd for keeping it, you know, for just, you know, keeping it real. He could have said some bad things about Tank, but he didn't go that far. And Tank, when he spoke on Floyd Mayweather, he ain't get at Floyd Mayweather. He ain't say nothing bad about Floyd. And so by seeing both of them talk, you can see that they're going to work with each other in the future. Like I said, Tank was keeping that door open. Tank even said to himself, hey, you know, I'm trying to see what I can do on my own, but I'm not counting out working with them in the future. And I think they're going to work back with each other in the future. You dig what I'm saying? But Floyd and Leonard know what Tank is about now. He know what time it is. Put Tank in the big fights with the big names, and that's just what it is. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all like, you know, Tank with Floyd better, or do y'all like Tank by himself doing his own thing better? Do y'all think Tank is going to blow up even bigger now that he's not with Floyd? And do y'all think that Tank eventually is going to go back and work with Floyd and Leonard Ellaby? Let me know what y'all think. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a sub, and y'all already know what I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone, y'all.
I ride. Got the top let down. Leaning to the right with the bass up loud. I slide, glide, choking on that lead.
2 miles per hour, so everybody needs you.
Ride.